Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. Oh, I'm supposed to contact somebody. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, I know I usually do my live streams early in the morning. Uh, just let me try typing some. Let's see. Forgot to, supposed to, forgot to, yeah, I forgot to send a message out. Yes, good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. I hope your day is going well. I'm not planning for this to be a long stream. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Yes, hello, viewer. I invite you as well to say hello in the chat room. I hope your day is going well. Yes, today is February 7th, 2022, and the time is 4:06 p.m. Yes, I usually do it early in the morning, and you know, I um, I had another one of my early morning visions. I always say this up front. My visions are when you wake up from sleeping or dreaming, and oh, hey, Nubian. Yes, it's always good to see you, Nubian. Yes. Yes, you give good feedback. Yeah. Yeah, it's a handful sorry. Yeah, yeah, it's glitching already. See, they don't want me to talk about what I'm going to talk about. But yeah, I love your feedback, Nubian. Yes. But yeah, in the morning, upon waking up from sleeping or dreaming, I keep my eyes closed. That's the trick. You keep the eyes closed and you just relax. You know, your goal is to be awake but kind of like sliding from one state of awareness to another, and you steer in the back of your eyelids. You just look straight ahead. That's all you do. It's like you're looking into the darkness of your eyelids. That's all what you're doing. And usually, right away, you'll see something. You're totally awake. You're actually awake. It's just you just kind of slip it all in there. And today, I saw something. It was very faint. And I thought, I said, no, I can't. I think I was like embarrassed. I think I was embarrassed what I saw and couldn't really figure it out. Um, I never saw this before. And I think I was afraid to share it. I think I was processing what I saw. And I didn't want to feel like, people are going to think, I don't know. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. My diet is pretty good. I take my supplements. I drink my water. I've heard of these things. So I've heard of people seeing things like in the secret space program. Uh, David Icke, the researcher, he talks about it. But I saw something. I wish I were more detail oriented, learn how to really be able to verbalize what I see. I think it's because usually when I'm seeing just something unexpected, and it's it's like, is this for real? You just don't believe it. So sometimes I say, okay, what I have to, what I try to do is try to stay relaxed, and then in my mind say, okay, I see this, this, and this, even though it might be something ordinary, but by speaking it to yourself or out loud, it just seems to solidify and retain the memory of what I saw. And as a result of seeing this, I feel that what David Icke and all these other people, what they've been seeing is true. Okay, this is what I saw. Um, it see it happens like in layers. Like first everything's very dark, and then you see like cloud or energy clouds, and then it starts to take shape of the shape of the room. You know, you start to see the walls, and it gets more sharper. Now, it looked like it was dark in the room. I mean, it had some illumination, and I saw individuals standing. I forget how many. Um, it could have been 5 maybe, 2 on one side and maybe 3 on the other. Um, it, I think they were at some type of entry, an entrance, but it was inside some type of building of some type. And but it's the 2, you know, the individuals that were on my left, and I am standing. I mean, at least in my vision, I'm seeing. Let's see, they're maybe 20 feet away from me, diagonally across from me, from how I'm seeing. Again, I'm not physically there, but I'm consciously seeing what I'm seeing. It looked real, but it was very faint. And I saw 2 individuals standing. I think I think it was one of them was a human of some type. I think a regular human, but it was the one next to him that stood out. I saw an individual wearing a red, like a cape, like a long, like a robe or cape. It was closed in the front, and I think it came down like up to there, like a V-neck, and the person was dark complected, look male, but his face, it was what they call it had like a snout, like almost like a crocodile or alligator. You know, they have like a, you know, but it was chunky, and had the hood on, and it was a red color, a red cape. You could tell it was red, even though the room was dimly lit, but it's still, you could still tell the color of it. And the person next to him, I think it was another male, but I think it was human and wearing a different color. Yeah, so this reptile-looking thing was the only one wearing that color cape, red, looked like a dark red. Simple, no jewelry, no, you know, just, I see this his face. I couldn't, yeah, it looked strong, looked really strong, and it reminded me of, you know, the movie Eyes Wide Shut. In that movie that they're wearing capes, like that, but it wasn't open though. It wasn't open in front. It wasn't, but looked like a big, thick dude. Yeah, it looked very male. It had a very, you know, male type of look about it, strong. and then I think it's like it kind of the room changed or something. It was getting difficult now, because sometimes when you're seeing things, visions, the vision doesn't last a long time. You'll see it for a few seconds, whatever, and then another scene might appear, something like that, and I have no control of it. It's not like I said, okay, I'm waking up this morning, I want to see such and such. No, I don't do that. I just relax, and whatever I see is what I see. And this is the first time I saw something like this. And it's interesting, most, let's see, of the people I've seen, they usually seem to be male. I saw one, I think a total of two females. Yeah, two females. One was a older, yeah, one was a woman in an office. That was the one of the lady scientist I saw, and it was telling me. Oh no, that was a dream. That wasn't a vision. That was a dream. But I think that dream was very particular. I don't think that was an ordinary dream. I think sometimes when we sleep, that's the Wi-Fi, whatever you call it, that others could tap into your mind and experiment and have you see things, trying to experiment how you'll respond to certain things. That's what I really believe. Yeah. And it was telling me, I saw a tiger, and I was scared of the tiger, and the lady was saying to let it eat me. Yeah. And it was a woman with a very strong European accent. Like, I went on the internet to try to see what type of voice it would be. I know what it kind of sounded like. It was a Germanic type of accent. And I saw a lady online once, when I checked out on the internet, and she was from Holland. But again, Germany and Holland and Austria, they're kind of similar accents. They have the same root origins of language. So they would tend to sound similar. So with what I'm seeing today, I think I was seeing the beginning of a ceremony. That's what I think. Um, when I think of a cape, I think of something very formal. I've never been to anything weird like that. I'm just a simple person. Um, I think people who wear that, like in that movie Eyes Wide Shut, it was an occult ritual. Um, and why was he the only one wearing that? So it made me feel that reptile-looking thing was senior to the other people, and so it's also signifying that the legitimacy that like this. Oh, what was it now? Oh, I think it was Farsight. It's an organization called Farsight. They have a YouTube channel and a website, and they were mentioning about, I think it was them, but they do talk about extraterrestrials and what was that now? Oh, what was that? I hate when my mind goes like this. I'm sorry. Sometimes I saw the thing. Okay, what was I have to back up a little bit. Let me see. Oh God, I can't stand that. Don't you hate that? I mean, basically, what I'm gonna say, like, that these beings, there's a hierarchy. Okay, there's a hierarchy with these people. You may have human beings in charge of certain things, and you may have what you call ETs, what do you call those real tall, those blondes or something like that. But they're not the ones in charge. And that they said in the program, and it could have been Farsight. I could be wrong, but the Farsight does talk about these type of beings. Um, but it's the reptoids that are over the human beings and the other human-like extraterrestrials. Says, oh wow. something. And so when I saw it, and then the scene kind of changed a little bit, and it was very faint. And I started to feel a little afraid, because once I realized what I saw, um, I was taught that, see, when you remote view, according to this remote viewer, you could see them, but they could see you. And I was concerned that if I am seen, I don't want anybody to come over here and mess with me. That was what my concern was. Yeah, yeah, it was a program I saw on remote viewing, and I don't know what actually is happening to me when I do my meditation. Again, my eyes are closed. I don't see anything with my eyes open. I'm in a deep relaxation. My eyes are closed, and I think with remote viewing they do some other type of thing to remote viewers are directly trying to see something through the coordinates that they're given. They're not told verbally, okay, you're going to be looking at such and such. They're given coordinates, and that's what they see. While with me, I'm just winging it. I'm just meditating, and whatever what comes out that I see. But yeah, it seems to be like a hierarchy, and yeah, they were saying that when you remote view, if you can see them, they have the ability to see you. And so there was some slight fear that I was, concern that I had, and maybe that was part of the confusion what was happening, because the scene was changing, and it's like you could see shadows move, whatever, because again it was dimly lit in the room that I was seeing. So I said to myself, let me concentrate on something else. Let me get out of this thing. Yeah. And so I think with that, a little bit of fear, and can't really see very clearly. So I said maybe I should even make mention of it when I finish what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what I saw. What are your guys' thoughts about this? Have any of you ever meditated and seen anything non-human? Has any of you ever seen what we call the reptilians, a reptoid? What have you seen? Let me see what messages here. Okay. Oh, I need my glasses. I need my glasses to comment. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Nubian says, okay, it's because your pineal gland, your pineal is opened due to eating clean. Okay, my sis, okay. Do you write down your dreams and date of it? I don't write down my dreams. I used to keep a dream log, but I stopped doing it. I do have a journal because some journals, but I don't feel comfortable in doing that. And I prefer doing the videos. It does make sense, but I used to keep a diary, and this person was reading it. So I have an aversion to write things down. I don't feel as in control, because someone could go in and then they can share it and take things out of context, whatever. But look, but here I'm willing to do a video. I think I do the video because I'm on this journey, and I want to understand what's going on. I feel that the more information that's out there, I'm just a regular person. I'm just a girl from Queens originally, Queens, New York City, and I'm a black girl. just a typical, nothing out of the ordinary in my life, like many of us that live in New York City. And I started meditating in 2014. I started to investigate certain things that are discussed on social media, such as the secret space super soldiers, and my being a veteran and having certain experiences, I started questioning, hey, is this thing valid? You know? So I believe that I believe it's true. I know David, when David Icke came out 30 years ago, he was vilified. People, people came to him. See, that's what's interesting with David Icke. David Icke did not initiate about the, yeah, I overstand that, Lugia says. Yeah, so, yeah, David Icke, he didn't start the genre of the reptiles. He was a sports writer. First he was into soccer. He got he developed arthritis, and then he started being like a commentator, and then he got into politics, and someone had come up to him. And he's living in Britain, and people started, I guess they felt comfortable with him, and they started sharing certain things. And then this South African guy, Creator Mutwa, was surprised that he would know anything about any reptile, because in his culture, he, they know all about that. How could this white guy from Europe know what's African, at least South African? So Creator Mutwa contacted David Icke, and David Icke did a 6-hour interview with Creator Mutwa. It used to be on YouTube. I don't know whether it's still on YouTube. Sometimes they start to pull certain movies away. Now, that used to be up. And then the movie like They Live, that movie is no longer on YouTube. Yeah, they might have like a little snippet. The movie They Live, that was by, what's his name? John Carpenter. It came out in the 1980s, and it was semi-futuristic. I mean, it was the near future the movie is supposed to depict, and it's basically about that people that live around you may not be really human beings, and that they're able to cloak themselves to look like humans. That's all what the reptile's about. And so that's in the 80s. And that was before David Icke came out. David Icke came out he started having a paradigm shift around 1989, 1990. But that movie, They Live, came out before that, in the 1980s, earlier 80s. Yeah. And then people started approaching him. And it just started just picking up momentum. And I think in his books, I have several of David Icke's books, and he has pictures. I think in his books he has pictures of what those some of those reptile-looking people look like. And that's what I saw. A thick dude, a thick reptile type of face, and the body looked real strong. Very leather. It was dark. But again, it was dark in the room. But you could tell it was a dark-skinned creature, and it had a long snout. Yeah, David Icke. Yeah, David Icke is true. Yeah, I saw it, and it looked exactly what they show in the books. That's the first time, and it was wearing a red cape, and I have my computer right next to me. Let's see. I was trying to see capes. Yes, yeah, man and cape. Yeah, most of the capes that I see here, I wrote man and cape, but they got a lot of ladies. Let's see. Yeah, they look interesting, these capes. Let me show you. Just make it more interesting. Oops, sorry. Okay, these are just some examples of capes. People. Like, see this one here? But it was closed. It was a dark color. Again, it was dark in the room, but you could tell it was red. Okay, that's cool. Maybe it was something more like this one. And it had a big head. Yeah, so the head fit all inside there, you know? It was a big head. Yeah, I guess something like a standard robe. And it fit him snug. Okay? It fit him very snug. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I saw. Amazing. So what if they're doing ceremonies now and they're manipulating what's happened on the planet? See, that's what I think, what's happening. Um, like this is a journey that I'm doing, a spiritual journey, and I want to try to find out what's going on. Yeah, I had a very good evening last night. I was doing some meditation and just trying to relax my body more. Um, so I'm really surprised, yeah, I went to bed late and I woke up. I woke up maybe, listen, I think my alarm went off. Yeah, I was sleeping in my bedroom. So it could have been sometime after 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock this morning, the vision I had. Hmm. You're probably right. It makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, they could be, I think what's happening, um, like some people use the term collective consciousness. And when something is starting to happen, see, things have to dormantly be happening, behind the scenes. And before we know of anything that's going on out there, it's going on behind closed doors. It's being discussed in detail. And then it's manifest what we see out there. And if the dragon people are the top races in this galaxy, then, and he's wearing a red cape, I mean, I'm no expert. Why was he the only one wearing red and others were wearing some other color? Red is a very dominant color, period. And he was just looking straight. They were looking straight ahead. They weren't like talking to each other. That would have been a trip to see his mouth move. Yeah, he was just standing there. I don't remember the other 3 guys. It could have been 3 other people. To um, it's left. They were farther away from him. It was like 4 feet in between them. A space in between them, and then the other 3 guys, I think they're all male. I didn't see any female. That was it. And then things started changing. The scene. Red has a light of me. Yeah, I bet it does. A red cape. Anybody know the significance of the red cape? See, when I saw the cape, I immediately saw. Let me show you this. Let's see, the eyes wide shut. Let me type that in here. I have my computer on next to me. Eyes wide shut. Wide shut. Yeah, my computer's right here. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude. Yeah, I like to let you know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. Let me turn the camera over. Okay. See that? So you notice it's only one head honcho. See, that's from the movie Eyes Wide Shut. See that? Everybody, they're wearing dark colors. The regular people wearing black. And then his helpers are wearing like, looks like blue. And then he's wearing red. See that? Hope you guys can see. Let me stroll down a little bit. Yeah, I'm multitasking here. Let me see what else is here. Let me see anything else. Okay, see that? See the guy that I saw. Okay. Now this one. Oops. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Good evening.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry. Oops. Let me put that back. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on it. Okay. See the person that I saw, that looks like in layers. That looks like a cape and then something underneath it. This guy just had like a one piece. Yeah, it's a lot of messages in these movies. Info in plain sight. That's right. Yeah, there is a movie. Those people who like to see the interpretation of this movie. Yeah, it is on YouTube. The interpretation of it. I mean, the hidden messages about it. It's really interesting, and it's all about child's. They were initiating children at the end. Okay, let me turn it back. Yeah, yeah. So anybody who knows the significance of the red cape, the significance of the look like that reptile type of thing, that big long snout, big head, big. Yeah, Hollywood. That's right, Hollywood. Yeah, you notice also, Hollywood. See how much money those people make? They get paid a lot of money just memorizing a script. So much money is invested in it because it's about social programming. And so they're rewarding human beings to deprecate themselves, to harm humanity. They're paying them good money to do to hurt humanity. Oh, I just watched a Mel Gibson show last week, Conspiracy Theory. I loved it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Mel Gibson told this years ago, but they tried to say he was crazy. Oh, yeah, and he pretty much got blacklisted. And it's the same type of people that tried to destroy him, and the same type of people that is now attacking Whoopi. I don't have anything against people like them. I have against people who target other people and who expose them. But if you expose them, then they start to name call and call you a bigot. Yeah, I mean David but he said that they shape because shape shift, and like the movie They Live, wasn't that all about shifting of energies? Yeah, you start to wonder why people act the way they do. and they want us fighting each other. Now they're attacking Joe Rogan. I don't really know much about what's happening with Joe Rogan, to be honest. I did mention him, I think, yesterday. Yeah, with Robe, it's much more deeper. Do you believe in clones? Okay, that's a Yusuf. Yes, hello, Yusuf. Uh, you know, I don't know, but let me tell you this. In my meditation sessions, I felt, see, a lot of times I'm not seeing in the context of what's really going on. Like I might just see a little, like I'm in a room, but I don't see like the whole picture, what's going on in the room, just a snippet, just a small reference point of a room that I'm seeing in, but I don't see everything. And I felt that that I was inside something. I was, I know it sounds weird. At least how I felt what was happening. Again, yes, I did watch the movie The Matrix, and yes, some things that you see can't influence you, or some things are actually references of what's actually going on, such as The Matrix. And when I say The Matrix, I mean number one, the first one. And but I felt like I was inside something, because something was like above me, and it seemed to be contained, and I was on top of this thing. Something was above me, but I'm up, elevated up in the air, and these creatures that have a lot of little arms were like trying to get at my face. And that's what I mean when someone told me, a remote viewer said on camera, excuse me, when you remote view, and again, I don't know, I don't think when I'm doing this remote viewing, but yes, I am seeing something. But in remote viewers, when you see something, they can also see you. These beings, where I was, or whatever with the phenomenon that's going on with me in my morning visions, they see me, and they try to like get at my eyes. It looks as if I'm enclosed in something. I'm being held in something. And so I start to wonder, in answering your question, of Yusuf, that I'm wondering whether that is a clone body, or is that my real self? Am I, when I'm doing my morning visions, and when I'm in between the two realms, the sleep world and this 3D world, you can maybe you have like a window window in between, and you have access to other dimensions or awarenesses, or let's say you have the opportunity to go onto what might be your clone or your real body. Because like Fleur Brun, she talks of, that's another YouTuber, and she talks about, she believes in clones, and your body is somewhere else, and this world is a holographic world, and it could be, it really could be. Sorry, I know that something's going on, and I know that there's something, because I had several visions to that same theme, that it seemed like this thing, that this place that I'm in, like a science room, a science lab, like it looks like a science fiction, like a like like Star Trek, those the rooms that they're in. It looked really like something like that, and it looks like high science. And they're not human. One of them looked like a giant ant. Another one looked, I don't know what it, like this long feathery type structures all out throughout his body and had multiple limbs. And it's like, is this for real? I had several of them like that. And then I have seen things out in space. I've seen spacecrafts, and they to me they seemed like they were all the same. They were relatively small, and it was it was a big fleet, and it was out in space. There were no stars at all. Um, this outer space, flight out. It's real. It is real. I saw with my. It was so clear. Now that vision was extremely clear, extremely clear. And you have people who are doing remote viewing, such as Farsight, that organization, and they're talking a lot about it now. The different space organizations. I know it sounds like science fiction, sounds phony, but they say councils and, different organizations that control the galaxy. It sounds very Star Trek-y, but yeah, after seeing this, having this vision, um, it's real. It's real. They're up to something. They're up to something. They're doing a ritual. Okay, this is February 7th. So keep an eye out, people. Keep an eye out in the next 30 days, let's say, even less than that. They're up to something. If they're doing a ritual, he was the only one wearing red. I mean, I only saw just a handful, maybe 5 of them, but he was the only one wearing a red cape, and it looked like they were at attention, like they were looking straight ahead. And I don't see what they're looking at. So they're planning something, and if they're doing a ritual, what is this ritual for? Rituals are usually done to obtain more power. Well, just look at this pandemic. People are rioting all over the planet, especially European nations, or what they call Western countries. Yeah, so they're looking for more power, more control. Okay, they're going to try to do more control. They're doing the ceremonies, but when you do ceremonies, you gather power. Or let's say they're not going to do anything kinky, but let's just say that it was a high meeting, an office meeting. And the fact that I just tapped into it today. Yeah, see what you can do. Anybody can do what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special. When you wake up tomorrow morning, just keep your eyes closed and look into your eyelids. As if you're looking straight, like you're looking into the darkness of your eyelids. Just do that. And you relax your body. I mean, you're in full consciousness. You could scratch your head, cough. It doesn't make a difference. Just keep the eyes closed. And then, boom, you're going to start seeing something. Let's see. These rituals always take place in February. And oh, really? Nubian, do you know what rituals they do in February? Everything is mathematically precise. This world runs on numerology. Oh, see that? Okay, that was Yusuf. I'm sorry. Yes. You see that? You saw that? What is that? You guys are smarter than me with that. See that? It's the IO. What is that? They come on all the time. You saw what they wrote? Abad? A VOR.RED? What does that mean? What does that mean, people? You saw the person's um, chat response? What is that? They come on. It doesn't matter how early in the morning I come on, they somehow find me. They come up early with me. I like to know who that is. Yeah, I'd like to get your feedback. Yeah, so my opinion is that they're gonna do something. This reptile is gonna do something. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't know what rituals. I should let me see. Let me see. I have my computer. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, not sure about February yet, but October during. Oh yeah, definitely October. Hey, Miss Bunny. Are you? Let's see. I know, Miss Bunny. Are you the one? I think I might have just. Um, you do the what do you call it? You do the like the about witchcraft? Miss Bunny 747, is that you? Can you say, oh my God, you are so right. Just last night I had my eyes closed. I saw so many things, like a story being told to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. See? Anyone can do it. Anyone. Yeah, I don't know who that fellow is. I mean these weird letters. Yeah, I don't know who they are. Yeah, this first time that I saw you come in the chat room, well, welcome. Let me give you a big welcome there, Miss Bunny 747. Yes, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Yes, welcome to my live stream. Yeah, I saw the dragon face. Yes, I did. Reptilian. He was wearing a red cape. It looked like a man. It seemed very masculine energy, very, very powerful looking. Oh, what was the thing I was gonna do? Oh yeah, I wanted to type it. I have my computer on right next to me. Let me write down um, holidays, holidays in February. Let's see. February. 31 holidays in February. Oh, I think groundhog. Let's see. Okay, bank holidays. Where to go on holiday? You know, let me Google it. I'm on actually YouTube. Let me just go on Google it. Let's see. Oops. No, that's not me. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just discovered this YouTuber maybe 2 nights ago, and she really lifts up my spirit. Yeah, her name, I don't remember the name of her YouTube channel, but she goes by the name Bunny. And she's a very playful spirit. I enjoy watching her. Okay, I'm typing in on Google holidays in February. Okay, we have Black History, Chinese New Year, National Freedom Day, National Get Up Day, World Interfaith Harmony Week, Groundhog Day, Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo, Candlemas Day. Oh, let's look at that. Candlemas. Let me see what that is. Wednesday the 2nd. I never even heard of that. Candlemas Day. Let me write that in there. I never heard of that. Candlemas Day. Let me write that in. Candlemas Day. Oh, it's February 2. That already passed. What is the significance of Candlemas Day? Let's see. Observed by Christians, significance, commemoration of the presentation of Jesus at the temple. Okay, that already passed. Yeah, because today is the 7th, and I saw it today on the 7th. Yeah. Well, something is happening. There's again, it was see, what's interesting, the fact that I saw it around, what's that, 4, 5 o'clock? Where was this done? Where do they have their meetings? Does anyone have an idea where they have these type of meetings? Well, these meetings, they're having it somewhere. And the other thing I want to know is, am I seeing things as it's being done? Or is it something that was in the past? Or is it something to be in the future? That I have no reference. I have no reference on what I'm seeing. Something in the past, something that's actually now. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Amun Ra? Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're talking about a meditation that I did, and I had a vision with this reptilian-looking person in a red cape, like what they had in the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, it was just maybe 4 other people with them, but they weren't wearing the same colors. He was the only one wearing the color he was wearing. It was like a dark red. Let's see. Don't see anything else. Yeah, yes, greetings. Yeah, anyone have any questions that you'd like to ask me? Or anybody else have done any meditation? Do you know what it could be? Is this something that's happening as it's happening? Something in the past? Or is it something in the future? Let me know. Let me know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll watch. I mean, I went to the movie theater when I saw Eyes Wide Shut. You know, at that, I didn't know things like this, occult things. I knew nothing about occult anything. I was very blind to a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So yeah, I have to feed my little doggy woggies. That's them snoring. Yeah, they're waiting for their food. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming and listening to this chat. Again, and any information that you can give me regarding this, you know, each one teach one. I'm only seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know what's going on. Again, I don't do any drugs. I eat healthy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Just a simple life. And so any insight that you can tell me about these look like a snot, almost like a alligator or crocodile, real thick body, like he stood on leg, looked like he would, I mean, he had the cape on, so you can't really see his legs, but you got the impression, that it was he stood upright like a person, like a human, but a reptile face. Yeah, yeah, yes, why no one speaks back. People are seeing UFOs, so that's, yes. Yeah. And Fleur Brun, she saw a flying, and it looked like, she got that one on the head. She showed a video of, someplace where she was staying, and yeah, it was this thing in the sky that would get big and small. Yeah, yeah, yeah. UFOs or whatever, spacecrafts are real. They're real. See, they want to try to scare you. That's why they don't want you to do meditations, because with meditation, you be able to see different things. They don't want you to see. They just want you to be focused on, the scripture, and it's they want you to think it's something evil. There's life out there, other life than this planet, and they don't want you to know that. They're going to try to scare you. Yeah, they do exist, but a being is a being. They're not immortal. They're not. We're not more. If they're immortal, what, they wouldn't even need us for anything. Yeah. Okay. Shapeshifter. Oh, I got shapeshifter. Oh, that the thing, the reptile that I saw could have been Yeah, it could have been. They would when they're gonna do a ceremony or something, they occupy the body. That could be anything. Okay, shapeshifter, and then Yusuf. People were seeing and reporting UFOs since the 60s and 70s, but they were see that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, that's it. They want you to be perceived as crazy, and that's why I was afraid to speak about it this morning, because it sounds far-fetched. But I've been doing this, the live stream, the about my dreams for several years now. I have a playlist of the visions and dreams that I had. It looked, oh, very good question. That was, okay, Amara asked, did the dream feel malevolent? Um, I didn't want to be seen, because when I saw it, I remembered just last week, a remote viewer told the audience that when you do remote viewing, what you see, they can see you too. And there's sometimes could be certain dangers associated with that. And so I was afraid that, because, oh, what's his name? Jordan Maxwell. Jordan Maxwell, and it's on the internet. Jordan Maxwell did an interview, and I really like this one. Oh yeah. If you can find the video with Jordan Maxwell, he talks about his childhood and how he got into what he's into, the occult world. And he said that he met this was going way, way back, and some people they were in the desert here in the U.S., and they were just minding their own business, and they were looking over a cliff, and they saw a ritual taking place. It was those dragon, this, the reptoid thing, and it saw them, and then the guy materialized from down below, and when they saw the guy notice, they were going to go away real quick, but the reptoid or whatever was right behind them. He was able to materialize from one location and boom, other. And so you better not say anything. Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. I got a little afraid this morning because I did not. I was like diagonally uh, to their left side. I wasn't directly in front of them, and I'm watching them, and it was dim. It looked the room looked dimly lit, and then it started changing. My visions only last for a few seconds. Yeah. So yeah, that was a fantastic, fantastic interview with Jordan Maxwell. That one I think was his best one. Yeah. I don't even know that it was a long one. It was fabulous. That one. That yeah, I love see my favorite videos on people are when they discuss their awakening. And with Jordan Maxwell, it wasn't just a 1 day thing, you know. His whole life. He started early in life, you know, and yeah, he talked about this. Like he left home, I think at 18. He's from Florida. He moved to California, and he met, he had a little job, and he met a girl. They're about the same age, and the girl had a father, and the girl invited him to the house to meet his family, or her family, and it was something um, mysterious about the father. Father had connections with things, and then one day they just pick up and left. But before he left, the father and the whole family left. Um, he tells Jordan Maxwell. He shared a book with Jordan Maxwell on information like history, not I should say history, of events, world events that happen that's out of the usual. And I got the book also. I forget the name of the book, but it's a book about weird things that were documented in the news from way back, like 100 years ago, something like that. Yeah. And so when he shared the name of the book, I made sure went and get it. Yeah, it's a long book. Oh God, I don't even. I'm not good with names, but I got the book. Yeah, I was trying to find that interview. When I found that interview on YouTube, I wanted to just get to the part when the when he was a teenager, the story of when he was a teenager, and the book that this guy gave him. Yeah, so there are people, I believe, that are placed in other people's lives to direct them. And so they wanted people like Jordan Maxwell to be out there. But if you get out of hand, then they're going to screw you over. Yeah, they screwed with him also with his money. He had to he did, I don't know. Um, he tried to bring it to court, and the court doesn't do anything. Someone stole his website and is collecting money on his name. To me, it looks like a you know easy case. The person is stealing his money, his name and money, and they should be arrested. But it didn't happen. So I think he might have accidentally um, upset somebody, but they like him enough to not. It's like a thorn in his thigh. They're gonna keep it there for whatever reason. Yeah, let's see. If you haven't already, check out info on Dr. Malachi Z. York. He has been speaking about the reptilians since the 80s. There are many species of them that have been here longer than humans. Oh, let me write that down. Oh, sorry. I have to get that name. Put it out of my mouth. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get that person's name. Dr. Malachi Z. Dr. Malachi Z. York. Well, I haven't heard of him. I never heard his name. Since the 80s, yeah. Not only do they come from different galaxies, they're interdimensional beings. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll look up his name. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Anybody else have anything to say? Yes, I'm right. I believe that is why they locked him up. Didn't want the truth out. Oh, they locked up Dr. Malachi Z. York? You already know? Oh, very interesting. Yeah, I never heard of him. Yeah, I have to be careful what I share. But it's like, I'm tired of being afraid. It's like you don't think these people get in your business? Yeah. They know everything about us. And I told you about the incident that happened with me at a restaurant with an individual. They got that technology. If it didn't happen to me, I would not have believed it. When it happened to me, and I was minding my own business, I was just talking about the secret space program, which is just on YouTube. Everybody watches YouTube. That's all. I was commenting on it and about O negative blood. And I pissed off someone so much who was eavesdropping on my conversation that I had with one other person in the restaurant that they had used some type of device that causes your heart to get erratic, causes ear pain, what else? And diarrhea. Yeah. They have technology. It can kill you in an instant. They could have done that. Yeah, yes, absolutely, Amirar. We are protected by our ancestors. Yeah. Yeah, I did ask for protection before I went to bed last night. Yeah, I needed to meditate. I needed to go within. I've been looking at a lot of videos. I mean, I don't know, I just feel, I just like looking at them. Yeah, it's cold outside. And I thought it had stopped raining. I thought it was just wet outside, but it was still raining when I went outside today with my dog. So I kept it kind of brief. We just went to our location and came back. I got a little snack and that was it. Yeah, yeah. So thank you again, folks, for sharing. And I will look up Dr. Malachi and find out about his work. Yeah. So and anybody have other uh, things that they want to share, you could email me at spiritofazalea at gmail.com. And I think my contact info is on my about page on my YouTube channel. And any of you who like this content, like people who are in the roar and just get the information out there, ask the questions, share my experiences, my visions and stuff, you could PayPal me. The link is on the top right banner of my channel, Spirit Journey. And you click on the link, follow the prompt, and any amount would be greatly appreciated. I thank you all in advance. This is always a pleasure in sharing. And again, I was a little self conscious to share it because I know it sounds crazy. Not crazy. Yep, David Icke talks about it, and other people talk about it. Yeah, I send you some Dr. York info. Okay, Amara. Thank you again. Peace, love, joy, and power to all of us. Yes, yeah. Stay always. I missed something. Oh, I didn't see this one. Research different gemstones to place under your pillow and next to your bed for extra protection. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The time is now. Yeah, the time is now. Yeah, they're just trying to shake us, you know? Yeah, so that's why, we got to stay in contact with each other. They don't want us to meet, but, uh, going using this platform is the next best thing. Just to make us at least feel more connected and validation, feel like, we need validation to some level, You are your own, but it's nice when you are validated by others because maybe they're going through the same thing. So again, thank you so much for everything. Yes, soul tribe, soul group. Yep. Yeah. So take care. Until next time. Okay. Bye bye.